Hello, this is Corinne from the North Balford Library with Lakeland Library Region, and today we are going to do a little bit of a science experiment with Boredom Busters. So we are going to try a bit of a spring STEM activity. So today we are going to be trying to see how a seed germinates or grows. So what you're going to need for today, you're going to need a glass jar. I have this old pickle jar. You're going to need 2 types of seeds. So I have some seeds from the North Balford Library Seed Library that we did last year. So I have beans and peas. You're also going to need paper towel and water. Alright, because this is a science experiment, I wanted to keep some consistencies, which will be everything is going into the same jar, and the jar is being put into one place, and all of the seeds will be getting the same amount of water because they're all in the same jar. But I also wanted to have some variables in this experiment as too. So there are going to be a couple of them. So to start off with, we are pre-soaking 4 of the seeds, 2 of the peas, 2 of the beans, and we're going to soak them in shallow dishes for 24 hours to try and soften the outer husk of the seed to see if that helps the seed germinate or grow faster. And then what we're going to do is we're going to be placing this into a window. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this side facing outside so that it maybe gets a little bit more sun, and then this side we're going to have facing the interior of the library, and so it will be in a little bit more darkness. So do you guys think that's going to make a difference in how the seeds germinate? So we'll have one of the pre-soaked pea seeds, one of the dry pea seeds on this side, and then one of the pre-soaked beans and one of the dry beans onto this side, and then the same on this side. So that's why we're gonna do 8 seeds to start off with. So we'll check in each day and I'll take pictures and add them to the video. So let's get started. So to start off with, we're going to do a couple of different variables on this experiment. The first variable that we're going to do is we are going to pre-soak 4 of the seeds for 24 hours to see if that helps with the germination process. So I'm taking 2 of the bean, sticking them into one plate, and 2 of the peas into the other saucer, and then I am going to add some room temperature water. And now we are going to let these soak for 24 hours before we add them to our seed jar. So we're starting off with our empty jar. I'm going to put a little bit of water into it to start off with to give the paper towel something to soak into, because trying it with completely dry paper towels is a massive pain. So I'm just going to start stuffing some paper towels in here to start off with. Alright, so I have it pretty solid on the bottom. I am going to kind of mix them a little bit so that the water can spread through all of them a little bit, and add a bit more to it. Now let's add some seeds. So I have my beans and my peas, and we're going to pick one side and just kind of shove them in there, and then make sure they are held in place with paper towel. This can be a little bit tricky. If you have smaller hands, it'll probably be a little bit easier. And then you just want to make sure that the seeds are held firmly in place against the glass. So I'm adding some more paper towel just to help with that. And let's add a bit more paper towel. And we're gonna add the seeds on the other side now. Got my pea in place. And the bean. As you can see, I struggled a little bit with these because the paper towels were a bit drier. And with this one, it's a good thing I have long nails. I just kind of use that to shove it into place, and then shoved paper towel into it to make sure that they kind of stayed where I wanted them to. Shove some more paper towel in. I'm gonna add a little bit more water to help with putting the rest of my seeds in. So these are the seeds that we let soak for 24 hours. I'm gonna put one pea and one bean in first, and I'll put that on the side that will be facing the inside of the library. See, look at how much nicer those go in when the paper towel is that little bit wet. Adding some more paper towel to make sure that they stay where I want them to. Adding the pea in. And here I go adding the bean. There we go. So now you can see we have 8 seeds in the jar. And we're just gonna stuff the jar full of paper towel again. You might be able to try this with a couple of different materials if you want to expand this science project. So you could do it maybe with newspaper, maybe with used coffee filters. Just keep experimenting. See what else you can start your seeds with. As you can see, I got the paper towel fairly full, and then I'm adding a bit more water. So to start off with today, I added about a cup of water into this because you don't want to flood the seeds too badly, but you do want there to be lots of moisture. Alright, so that is how you set up your seed jar experiment. I was gonna add onto this video snippets of me checking it each day, but that's going to make this video a little bit too long. So keep an eye out for our next video where I will have the progression of the seed. It's growing. Have a great rest of your day and stay safe. Bye!